Good morning and welcome to The Big Show, Tuesday's edition. Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room in the house.
Good morning.
Oh, we're so bright and dramatic.
Are you saying I'm a drama papa or what?
No. Oh, but you can be. You do it very well. So
No.
with
Yes.
style.
He's perfected the dramatic behavior.
I would like to beg to differ. I think everyone here in the studio, all of them are more dramatic than me.
Oh my.
Angel, you don't
What are you talking
Shaun.
about?
No, never. No.
Even Angelique.
Unbelievable.
So today we're talking about 3 wishes.
Yes, and the very first wish I want to say to David, who was so sweet, always doing the posters, and he's recuperating in the hospital now. So sending all our love there. For those that don't know, right, he is the one that always does my poster every Tuesday.
Yes, he is. He's like the biggest fan.
And he does the social media for like 91, right?
Yeah,
91.3.
so he is the unofficial, right?
Unofficial.
He is the president of the unofficial Big Show fan club.
Yes.
And he's got, I think, 1,700 fans on his page, which is not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, we can't make it official because in order for it to be the official Big Show fan club, he'll have to go through SPH Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we support him, but we can't have it official. Yeah.
Yes.
But good guy, very good guy. I mean, David, if you're listening, we only heard the news from Jerry this morning. So get well soon.
Wish you well, man.
All the best.
Yep, and he's very, very dedicated. So I hope you feel better soon. And diving right into the 3 wishes, I thought I wanted to do it because last few weeks were like so dreary and dark. And so I thought I wanted to also just bring everyone into this world of therapy, because many misconceptions, many worries. And I think there are a lot of research out there saying that how good therapy is, during this pandemic. And there was a research. So I'm on this international group, and they sent around this study that was done in Harvard, Stanford, stating that simple intervention is so helpful during the COVID period.
Right.
Yeah, and it's done across 87 countries.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring it to Singapore. I just wanted to share with everyone and just maybe do a little bit of therapy today.
Okay, fantastic.
Cool.
So what do you mean by 3 wishes therapy?
3 wishes. So it sounds very, very simple, but it can be used in so many ways and form. So I'm going to come to that in a little bit, but a lot of people were going like, what is CBT, TAT, CTRT, all the acronyms there, all the different sort of therapies, and 3 wishes stand for a few different therapies, or we can use it in a variety of ways. And I'm going to throw it to all the DJs in a little bit.
Okay.
But here's how it's being used, okay? Because the whole idea of that simple intervention is to reframe. So we know that already. It's been thrown around and people talk about it. But it's to reappraise a situation that is very difficult, a little bit more negative, and to reconstruct how we see it, and to repurpose it. So that's how it's going to be used.
Okay, so
All right.
let's talk a little bit more about that on the Big Show TV.
And we're
Okay, CBT, TAT, CTRT.
BIE, KPE,
CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, TAT, thematic apperception test. So that's like, interpreting the drawings. It's a projective test. It's a very old test that looks at the personality after you kind of draw it, or no, not draw it. You're shown a series of different cards of different pictures, and they infer your personality from that.
Is this the ink blot one?
That's the Roche.
Oh, okay.
In block
Okay.
test.
All right,
Yes,
okay.
but yes, it's similar. Yeah, so the TAT also has that.
Okay.
Yes.
And
then
CTRT.
CTRT, choice therapy, reality therapy.
Choice therapy, reality
Yes.
therapy. Wow.
So the young sides, which I do know quite a number of them tune into Therapy Tuesdays. So they would be quite well versed with this. This is one of the trending ones nowadays, besides ACT.
Okay, so
Okay.
are you going to tell us a little bit more about each one and the difference between them? Like, not really. No, okay.
Today. Not
Okay.
today. Not
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Tomorrow?
Later.
Later on my couch, right?
Oh, there we go.
There you go. I'm free this afternoon.
Okay, so
Yes.
tell us a little bit more about what you're talking about today.
Okay, so we're going to reappraise some challenges that we have. So I'm going to have all of you come up, but because we only have a very short amount of time with so many of us, please come up with a challenge or that's something that you feel challenged about, and think about it, put it down, and 3 wishes
Oh.
that
Got
you
example,
want to.
3 wishes connected to the challenge.
3 wishes connected to the
So
challenge.
basically,
What
a challenge that we're facing and what our 3 wishes are to make that easier, or
to make it easier, or what do you want to do with it? Or what do you want to what positive outcome, perhaps?
So for example, my challenge is to get into the best shape of my life this year.
Sure.
Okay. And then
Sure.
the steps I need to take to
The wishes,
to
right.
get to fulfill that wish. Is that it?
Yes, whenever I put it formally, everybody gets a bit stuck. Why don't I use an example that earlier
yes,
you
please.
were
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm not sure what you were. Songs to lift you up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Earlier you were talking about that, and Glenn spoke about Mary Poppins, and he sang it.
That was
FD
FD.
sang the Let It Go.
that was the other way around, but yes.
Sean did the Hakuna Matata,
Yeah.
Okay, that one
and
you know.
Angel did the Hi Ho from the Snow and the
Yes.
7 Dwarfs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that you notice for all of the different songs is that there is a challenge, and with it a little bit of hope. So for the Mary Poppins song, the challenge was the difficulty
Take the
of
medicine.
taking
Taking
the
medicine.
bitter medicine.
Right.
So what can you do about it? You take a little bit of sugar.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And FD's Let It Go was she had a lot of fears. She was very restricted, and what she did was to let it go.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata is a reconstruction of a situation, so that's no worries, to have a different perspective of it. Yeah, and Angels one is interesting. Hi ho, is we choose whether to go to work or whether to go off from work.
To take a
So
day
it's
off,
a
right?
choice. Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't know how you all managed to choose such wonderful songs. It just flows into the topic today.
You enjoyed that, huh? You enjoyed that talk set a lot,
I
right?
did. I was like, oh my
That's
god.
how brilliant we are. Let me just say.
I think they're just all songs that are so recognizable as well and so happy So I think everyone would have
I
enjoyed
want to
that
know
one.
Angelique's one.
Angelique, what would your go-to song be? So there was Hakuna Matata. Mine was Hi Ho Hi Ho.
Basically, it's a
Let
song
It
to
Go.
chase your blues away, to
What were
help
yours?
you with
What
your
is
Is
worries.
the theme Disney?
No, it's
No,
not.
no,
It
not
just
at all.
It
happened.
would help.
We just happened to do that. If it's Disney, what would it be?
Probably something from Aladdin because it's my favorite Disney movie.
Brave
Maybe a whole new world.
A
I'll go
whole
with
new
a whole new
world.
world.
A whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Oh, that song just went down the drain.
That's a challenge for you, Jerry.
Oh no!
On the
so
spot.
What's it?
No,
A whole
a whole
new
new
world.
world.
How do you break that song
How
down?
do you break it down?
A whole new world is a different perspective. So how they went up on the magic carpet, right? They literally visually showed us
A new
to
perspective.
look at things from a different perspective.
Oh, I thought when they were
Yeah.
on the ground, it was a normal world. Then when they went up there, it was a whole new world because there was COVID-19.
No, oh my God, that's a terrible analogy.
No.
That's terrible.
You know, one of these days, all of you should exchange places, like swap. You will see your studio from a different perspective.
That is very true.
That is true.
That is very true.
Oh,
very
yeah,
true.
we should do that.
No,
You're
but
so comfortable.
Then I'll have to get my golden mic out and just move it. It's not,
He doesn't
I need
like
to get
sharing his
tech
mic.
to come and unscrew my mic and
In all truth, Jerry, the problem with Glenn is he's like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. He has
He has
this
to
one
stay in
place
that
he wants
seat.
to sit with
Yeah.
this one microphone, and no one else can sit there and use the microphone.
He's afraid of change. Should we break that down?
Bring out the couch.
Since we are on this, why not, right? So change always help us to grow. Change always helps us to evolve, and maybe you find a new skill, Glenn, when you sit in a different position.
So the change.
Not that you're not good already.
So the change could be the challenge as well, right?
Yes.
And then the three wishes attached to that.
I was just reading a report the other day that said when it comes to mankind's biggest fear is
Is change.
change. Mankind's
But seriously,
biggest fear is
seriously, I mean, speaking of change, who on this team is really afraid of change? I mean, jokes aside,
It depends on what change you're
Yeah.
talking
What is
about.
the change?
change is change.
No.
No,
It can
no.
be like
It
no.
depends on
no.
the kind of change.
What kind of change? How big is this change that you're talking about?
Can be exciting also, change.
Yeah, change can be exciting. Change can be scary.
Jerry, so complex, huh? How do
Exactly,
you, how do
which
you
is why I
do what
love
you
my
do?
job, right? Because
Yeah.
the human brain
Coming up.
Can we do your
knows
job on air again? Stand by.
Okay, hold on. 3, we are with Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. Good morning, Jerry. We're talking about challenges, and just on the Big Show TV, we were talking about change.
Who's afraid of change?
Yeah, it's strange how this conversation has evolved, right?
No, because okay, if you want, I can admit to a change that I am truly afraid
Afraid of, yeah.
I live with it every day. I don't go through a single day of my life when I do not think of it, and it scares the hell out of me. Retirement. It scares the living hell out of me.
It shows as well with some
Yeah.
conversations that we've
Yeah,
had. That
but
he's
he doesn't
afraid of
have
that.
to. What? He has his event company,
That
so
not-
he'll never retire.
But there will come a point when I have to shut down.
But you're talking about radio retire or or work life.
Just
employ?
retiring from radio scares the hell out of me.
That's
It
a big
scares
change.
the hell out of
Because
me.
it's been such a big part of your life for
It
so
has
long.
been my life.
For like over 40 years. It's
Let's go with that, FD.
Okay.
So, what would be 3 wishes that you might want to have, pertaining to retirement?
Wow. Okay. 3 wishes that I might want to have pertaining to retirement.
Yes.
Okay. Family around me all the time. Wow.
It's hard.
A connection to radio even though I'm retired.
Just have a radio set there, you'll be connected.
Consulting.
And I'm going to say this,
Consulting,
and I'm
yeah.
going to say this, and
Training.
I mean it wholeheartedly. Glenn Ong's still in my life.
Oh,
Damn you, FD. Damn, I was about to make fun of you and now I can't.
I got some tissue. Hang on, you want some?
No, but really.
Everything
my
again,
God.
Evie.
Because I've worked. Oh, shut up, Sean. No, because I've worked with so many partners, but the one person that's helped me grow the most is Glenn.
Oh,
Oh,
So
I'm
really-
like crying already.
Damn it.
I'm close to that too. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I'm gonna pause for a little bit because that was so unexpected. It's so
it was.
beautiful.
We
and
need to
I'm
go on
so
a date.
glad you
Yeah.
shared it on air.
Would you like to change seats?
Yeah, let them hold hands now. Angel, move away.
I'll get out of the way.
No, I can't
You know-
sit too close to him. It might get sexual.
I have
so-
to say, no, I have to say, this guy is my best partner ever as well because I mean, doesn't hold grudges. I mean, we really do get along. I mean, we quarrel sometimes over things that we disagree on, but we always get back together and we're on the same page. You know what I mean? So
very much so.
I think that's been the secret of our longevity.
I think so.
On
I think so.
radio.
Truly.
Yeah, and when I first joined the show, I remember they told me that whatever happens in the studio, once 10 o'clock comes, that's it. Once you step out that door, there are no more grudges. There's no
nothing.
more,
Yeah.
why did you say this? Why did you cut me off? Why did you make fun of me? There's none of that. So they've got a great relationship.
Yeah. So there you go. That's my fear and the three wishes I have.
Damn you, FD.
Okay, let's just work on FD then. I think nobody else can beat that. Let's just work on one person.
I mean, it's a beautiful start.
Yeah.
And okay, so Glenn, now that you've heard his wish,
I just said all that.
and you just said all that. Okay. I'm gonna put it out there, and this is how I'm very honest in sessions. Change is always constant. Nothing is forever. Okay, material things on earth, nothing is forever. And if you're talking about Glenn being in your life, okay, there will be changes because there will be experiences, there will be different things that happen. And if you want Glenn in your life, what do you need to do? Then it's actionable. What do you need to do? Or Glenn, now that you know that, and it sounds like you also want to be in FD's life and you want FD to be in your life, what are you going to, now that you've heard it?
It's all planned already. I'm planned out like 10 years ahead already.
Yeah.
He's involved.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so
Glenn
are my
wants it.
other team members here.
Yay.
Aw, that's
there
very
you go.
sweet. Very
Wow.
It's all settled.
Wow.
All right, we're
all
talking to
sorted.
Dr. Jerry right here on The Big Show. Up next,
sweet. Wow.
we were on air.
We were
Yes,
on
now
air.
we're back on
Yeah.
Facebook. too.
Oh my God.
We were on air.
I laughed out loud.
That whole revelation of love happened on air.
Lovely.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Okey-dokes.
How about FD? FD, what are you gonna do? So Glenn has planned. What
I
what do you
think
think?
I think if I go into retirement and I want Glenn to remain in my life, it is up to me. I can't say he needs to remain in my life. I have to make a conscious effort to make sure that he remains in my life. I can't just expect him to come to me. I need to make that effort. I think a lot of people, when they have friendships and they after a while a distance comes, they don't make that effort to stay connected. And you need to make that. There needs to be an effort put in to stay connected if you want someone in your life. If you don't make that effort, then that person's not going to be there.
From both sides.
Yeah. So I think it's effort that's needed, definitely.
Yep. Oh, I just realized all your three wishes deal with people. You're such a people's person.
I need people around me.
Exactly what we were saying earlier, right?
I need people around me.
And rabbits.
Once in a while, I like a little bit of me time, but to me, the more people I have around me, the better. Yeah.
Okay, so connection to radio. What can FD do to help himself stay connected to radio?
He can train. He can consult.
I wouldn't consult, but I would train.
He can train. He can train people. There you go.
He's already doing that, actually, right?
Yeah.
You-
Well,
Continue to, yeah.
during COVID, we shut the school down. But yeah, I would probably like to train. That would be.
but
my
that was more an
connection to-
MC.
It was an MC thing, but it can
Academy,
be
right?
extended into radio.
Radio, yeah.
So that would be something that I would like to do in retirement. Yeah. That's my connect. That would be my.
Damn you,
connection.
FD. Your MC is taking all our jobs.
They're so good, right?
That's true. So.
But yeah.
And what would you like to do with your family? So you want them around. So what do you envision yourself doing with them?
Okay, quite a few things. I want to travel with them, something I've not been able to do since my kids have gotten married, because I want to travel with them and with their husbands and with my grandchildren. You know, that kind of travel, because I think it's an incredible bonding experience. I want to be able to do simple things like getting together on a Sunday morning at Changi Beach.
Oh.
It's that kind of thing.
Wow.
You know,
Changi Beach, man.
Changi,
It's
not
Changi
East
Beach
Coast,
is really
not
nice.
East Coast Parkway.
It is
Changi
nice.
Beach.
Is that
Changi
still
Beach-
there?
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
So we can go and have a picnic there
Yes.
at Changi Beach?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And taking biscuit there is nice because it's so quiet.
Yeah. Is it
It's
clean?
yes,
Yes,
it's clean.
it's clean now.
It
It's
is.
clean.
Because which beach was
Pasir Ris
was dirty and polluted? Was that Pasir Ris?
Pasir Ris,
But
Pasir
it's
Ris.
clean also now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've cleaned up a lot of the beaches here.
Oh.
So
Where-
it's things like that. It's getting together, if not going to the beach, going to a coffee shop and having your boiled eggs and your coffee for breakfast.
Simple things.
It's those simple things, because our life is so rushed. We don't often have time for the simple things, and simple things are best shared with family, I feel. So yeah,
You know what?
Those are the things I
I'm
wanna
not
do.
sure when you're going to retire, but I'm so looking forward to your retirement journey and what you do, during the retirement.
Yeah.
It's so exciting already. Your trainings, your simple things, doing stuff with Glenn. Amazing.
The other thing I might do is write a book about radio.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
So, Dr. Jerry, is that an easier way for the transition to happen? Because now he's actually stated it. He's actually got a plan without even knowing he's
Knowing
got a
it,
plan.
yeah.
And it makes that transition easier because retirement sounds like a really busy time for you.
No,
You've got the training, you've got the writing
boy.
the book, you've got the going to the coffee shop,
but
going
it's
to the
done at your pace.
and it's done because you're passionate
Because
about
I'm
it.
passionate
Yeah,
about
but by the time he retires, he'll be 80.
True.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I'll
And
write
he
the
will
book very
be a
slowly.
And he'll be a very fulfilled 80-year-old.
Yeah, I think
Can you
so.
imagine
Yeah.
that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hopefully.
How do you feel, FD? Oh,
Now that I've
like-
said it, it's not so frightening. Now that I've said it, it's actually not so frightening.
You've
Wow.
gone
That
you've gone
works.
through therapy.
That
yeah.
works, Jerry. That's good.
Yay, well done.
That works.
What's up,
you.
Jerry?
It's
What's with all the conflict of interest? You actually just helped FD out.
Oh, don't be jealous.
Don't be jelly.
Okay, let's do this with someone else.
Glenn.
I wanna do this with
Angel.
someone
Glenn,
No, I already said my piece
Okay,
already.
Sean.
No, Angel.
Sean,
No, I don't know what my challenge is. I really don't.
She got no
Sean.
challenge in life.
Really? Wow,
I was
that's-
thinking about it. Okay, fine. I was thinking about it and I was thinking like,
Because I also don't know.
no big challenge.
Angel,
Yeah.
Angel, why don't you try drawing something?
Oh, that's
You were
interesting.
showing me the pen and paper.
Oh, is that what it's for? No, I've been taking notes.
Like drawing what though? Like drawing what?
You can draw your 3 wishes.
That's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
then we'll move on to Glenn.
Yeah. No, I don't want to grow old. As superficial as it sounds, and it's not about the wrinkles or anything else. It's just about growing old.
Yeah, growing old sucks.
Yeah, and I'm afraid of
But-
growing old.
I mean, we'll all grow old, obviously, but
Okay.
I'm afraid
I
of
know.
depending on people.
Ah.
How does growing old look like? Do you think you can draw it out for us?
Yeah, I can look like my mom. My mom looks amazing. She's 79 and she looks incredible. I want to be her when I grow up.
Your mommy's 79.
She's not in that picture, but she's 79.
Oh, but she's 79.
She's 79.
Oh, wow.
She's 80 in January, and she looks like she's in her 60s.
Well, yeah, I would
Yeah.
never have guessed
Yeah.
that she was 79.
So yeah, growing
Amazing.
old to me looks like that. But I don't think I'm so afraid of how I will look. But it's more like because I'm so independent, I don't want to have to depend on anyone else to look after me.
Okay, so not being dependent on people.
Not being codependent, yeah.
Let's go with another wish.
Oof. That I have like all my health and my teeth as I grow old. Yeah, like I'm capable of everything, which is I suppose also the same thing as being independent, right?
Yeah,
No? Okay.
it can stand alone. It can stand alone.
And teeth can buy.
People watching
No,
us
I
on the
don't
Big
wanna
Show
buy
TV
teeth.
right now. What a session this is.
Yeah, man, this is so good.
This is digging deep. The third one, having family with me as well would be my wish for as I grow older. Family close by.
Okay. And
Therapy is hard. Therapy is not easy.
Therapy is not
no?
easy. I'm already
no.
starting.
I
I'm
know, I
starting
can
to choke
tell.
up already.
I can tell. I can tell because it's all these emotions that are
Emotions.
in us, right?
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna
That we
pause
think
for a
about but
little
we don't
bit.
say it.
that we don't say it.
You
Yeah.
got 20
I'm
seconds
gonna
and you're back
pause
on
for a
air.
little bit
Okay.
and thank the DJs for doing this. It was just thrown onto them, and I'm going to give permission if you find it really, really difficult. Like for all of you, you can tell me stop, Jerry. I don't want to go more.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
participating in this because I think it's a conflict of interest.
Oh,
Wow.
Glenn is afraid to Glenn is
No, no,
afraid
no,
to
no.
reveal his emotions.
Aggressive. Oh my gosh.
Jerry.
Okay, we go back on air.
Coming up.
Okay, going back on air. Don't forget, Tess, Sean.
Yeah.
Later.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We have with us the one and only Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room.
You know, we were talking about this and the wishes that we have, right? And Chris Henson's come on our Facebook page, and somehow I knew that these were the three things Chris was going to say. He said, I want peace of mind, I want health, and it's the last one that is very Chris Henson. I want to live a dream.
You need to see this, Chris Henson, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just three, you know. I'm sure he's got more.
He might have. I want to live a dream. Don't we all?
Yeah, of course.
But Chris, you've already achieved.
So
So
much.
much?
Yeah.
So much in his life.
So, you know, how much more do you want? What a greedy fella you are.
Is it Jerry? Is it also a case of not being complacent of what we already have? When a lot of the things that we've mentioned, like FD clearly already has a plan for retirement, but it's just that he didn't realize it
I didn't even realize it
until he spoke
vocalized
it, until
it.
you
Yeah.
vocalized it, right? Is that what it is, that we don't realize what we have until we say it?
Sometimes the awareness is not there. That's why it's so wonderful, like now with the mental health awareness, for people just to come in for a hygiene check. So these are what we call blind spots, right? You don't know that you already have it, and you feel as if you're stuck. And then when you talk about it, you realize, oh, I had the answer all along. It's in my closet. I just needed to open my closet and find it there.
So it's just about talking to someone, because
So
you
that's-
bounce that off, right, with somebody else.
So that's talk therapy, and you've just witnessed how powerful it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun. And it can be fun. I wanted to bring fun,
It is fun. It is fun.
But I'm about to choke up.
Yeah, it's like,
Why?
I don't know. It's
it's
emotional
just
for me, I
fun.
feel.
it's not fun.
No, I don't. I
don't
don't
think
have.
it's-
I'm not having fun.
Okay, maybe because I don't know. It concerned me, so I thought it was great fun.
Yeah, do you think it's fun, Sean?
Sean hasn't been therapized yet.
Therapized. There's a new word.
Let's
Therapized.
therapize him.
Different stage of life, I feel. Like I am still quite young. I don't really think about
Challenges.
a lot of challenges. The only challenge I really have is the lack of income. But other than that, yeah, I
But-
mean more money will solve all my problems, I think.
No, that's what you think.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what a lot
Jerry,
of
actually, you
people
should
say.
talk to Shaun, no? I think he's got these
We'll come to
other...
him if we-
Let-
We'll come to him if we have the time.
Yeah,
We have
because
the time. We have the time.
Half an hour more.
To me, the concept of more money will solve all my problems is
It's not necessary.
completely incorrect, because more money just brings a different set of problems.
Don't
Yes.
steal the money. I mean, like, earn it properly.
No,
lah.
but it's relative. If you have $1,000 and you use that $1,000 every month because that's what you earn, if you have $10,000, your lifestyle will change to use that $10,000
Yes.
every month.
Yeah.
So it becomes relative. So as FD says, it changes with every
Yes.
step of life that
Yes.
you make. You know,
Absolutely
more money
right.
just means spending more money, unless you're very good at saving.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible.
There you go.
That's why I need more money.
There you go.
But it's okay, because I think what Shaun is striving to achieve right now is important for his lifestyle at this stage,
at this
right?
stage,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so that's his priority.
Yeah.
We all prioritize, as
Differently.
FD
Different.
mentioned, in every stage of
Exactly.
our life,
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. And just for Shaun, we use these 3 wishes for little children. So I love to use this for the little children. That's where I start with,
Wow.
the 3 wishes when they come in, especially even the 4-year-olds who are unable to articulate some of their problems. Hearing their wishes gives me an indication of where they are at.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
4-year-olds that come in for therapy?
Sometimes.
That's really young.
4.
Which is good. Then they'll be
Is that
very
is that
into
your
it.
youngest that you've had?
I'm
just curious.
Yes. If we are looking at talk therapy, if they are too young, we can't do it, right? So yeah. So if you're talking about talk therapy, but behavioral therapy can go even younger. So
Wow.
I guess that's okay, because it's just talking, right?
Talking talking is okay. Yeah.
And I'm sure Jerry talks to the 4-year-olds differently.
Much like she talks to Shaun.
The only way I can understand how.
She said you're the youngest. We use it on children, so there you go.
You're on the big show, and we're talking to Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room.
We got lots of time with you today,
Yeah,
Dr.
it's-
Jerry,
yeah.
so don't worry.
Yes. You can.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's
but
a great
it's a good
thing.
thing,
It's
it's a good thing.
awesome.
Okay, we'll leave it to
Jumping
you.
right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave
Sorry?
it to you.
Okay, jumping right back to Angel, right?
Oh, what?
Yes.
I thought we were on Shaun.
No,
What
you-
happened?
You only did the first part. You haven't done your part yet.
Okay.
What do you want to do with your family? I'm going from the last one you state. Like
I want to be close to them. Like whether it's geographically or emotionally or physically close to them. Yeah.
Okay.
Family is
okay.
very important to me.
Okay, so you've just stated how you want to be close with them.
Yeah.
Okay, where does this having your teeth come from?
No, I mean, it's
old.
part of growing old is losing your teeth, you losing your hair and losing your ability to walk very fast or stand up very quickly and things like that. So I want to grow old but have like the physicality of a 40-year-old.
And
you know what I mean?
you just want to grow old gracefully.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes, I
Like
want to
a
grow old
child is.
gracefully.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Which I know is not
So much work. though, huh?
realistic,
No,
but
no. You know how many people, Jerry, you tell me if I'm right or wrong. You know how many people tell me, FD, you're so young for your age. I hear it all the time. Even though my knees ache, my hips give me problems, my back is giving me problems. People go, oh, you're so young for your age. And I have lived by this since I was in my 30s. Never give up the child in you.
oh
It
yeah,
keeps
yeah.
I
you
love
young.
that.
Yeah,
it
for sure.
keeps
Yeah.
you young.
You know, while that is important, I which is why I said early on, right? It's hard work as well. To stay as healthy as we can, to do our very best, because growing old, I feel is such a privilege. We have no control. I mean, anything
there
can
is
happen along the
something,
way.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it is our responsibility to take the best care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not just okay, I'm just gonna do anything I
True.
want, just live my life, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, that's why I chose the diet that I chose.
Yep.
My plant-based
Yeah.
diet. That's why I choose not to take pills.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's supplements, but when it comes to medication and stuff like, I choose not to. That's why I don't drink every day. I drink once a week, so I cut that down. Even though I love it, and I wish I could drink every day, but
You don't.
I don't because I want to care for my liver and my kidneys and my heart and cutting out as much of the vices as possible. That's why I quit smoking after a long time. So I'm trying to make those conscious decisions, I suppose, to be able to live healthily for as long as possibly and grow old gracefully.
Right.
Yep. So you just answered my question. How are you going to do that? And you've already
Got
said
the
it.
answers.
Amazing.
You got the
Okay.
plan.
Yes. And not depending on people to do what?
To look after you when you become invalid. You know what I mean? I mean, as Glenn says, you never know what's going to happen.
Okay.
People get strokes, people get aneurysms, people get that just at the drop of a hat at any age. And if something like that I feel were to happen to me, I always tell my family, just pull the plug. I really don't want to be around anymore. I don't want anyone clean up after me. I don't want anyone to look after me that way. I don't want anyone to feed me. It's just what's the point of living if you're at that point for me?
And that's a very real fear, I think, for a
many
lot of
people.
people. For many,
Yeah.
many people. And, for some people, I mean, they have kids. For someone like me, I have no kids. So who's going to take care of me? Let's say.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you become like that,
Exactly.
Yeah. But even if I, with my kids, I'd rather them not look after me like that.
I know, but there are some parents, right? Some parents who feel like, okay, the reason why I've had kids is
It's
because
so
I
they
want
can
them to take care of me in my old age. But that in itself, right, is so stressful for the kids as well.
Yeah.
It is.
Because just as the
It is.
kids feel like they are, going to live
Independently.
their best years,
Yeah.
all of a sudden they have this extra responsibility. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I think it's a tough situation, and it's a fear that goes through the minds of many people.
Yeah.
Growing old, getting sick, knock on wood, and eventually death. Even death is something that I think
People fear.
people fear,
Yeah.
people dread.
I think that for me, it's not so much the dying; it's the journey there. Because I saw my grandmother was fiercely independent. She worked till like she was close to her 80s, but then she got cancer, she got a tumor, got put in a nursing home. Could not do things on her own, and that was scary for me.
What do you
to get
say
to that point?
What do you say to someone who has these fears of being dependent on someone in their old age?
So Angel already gave us an insight what she is doing now. So it's the whole process, right? So, and also then, you stated the do not resuscitate sort of clause earlier. And we will respect you with that. But I also want to flip it around and ask, we know that growing old, there will be certain limitations. What would you permit yourself to be dependent on others for?
Wow. Gosh.
Wow, what would I allow myself to be dependent?
I mean, I guess like simple the natural progressions of growing old is not so scary, not the using the walking stick, walking a bit slower and all that. That's gonna happen, being out of breath, like walking a couple of steps. But I'm not sure what I would permit anyone to do. I don't want anyone to feed me, I don't want anyone to bathe me. I don't,
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
I know, but it's gonna come. It's like, it's
you're looking
not
after yourself
necessarily.
very well.
Yeah.
And I actually want to say you actually posted yourself doing the newscasting role.
Yeah, oh my
That was
God.
how
Yeah.
long ago? Oh
20
my
years ago.
20 years. Okay, so when I saw it, and then I look at Angel now and go, how come it's so unfair that she gets more beautiful over the years?
The Benjamin Button. Going in reverse.
Yeah, Benjamin Button.
Thank you.
Yeah. But you're looking after yourself, and we know that old age would come. So we need to give ourselves permission, to depend on people in certain areas. But now we are thinking, what what can we depend? What is the choice that we're going to make?
I really
A little
don't
bit
know.
of choice here.
I really don't know. I'm so fiercely independent, you know, that I like if someone wants to get up and do something, I'll probably get up and do it for them. Do you know what I mean? I'll be that one step ahead because that's just who I am.
I'm just going to park it as a homework for you. I'm not going to put you on the
okay.
spot.
Okay.
Psychologists love to give homework, so I'm going to give you a homework.
I
to
got
reflect on that.
homework.
Okay, give her homework on air. Stand by.
Good morning. You tuned in to The Big Show and The Big Show TV right here on 1FM 91.3. Our guest for this morning is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room.
Jerry, before you give Angel her homework, we've got comments on Facebook from ladies.
Okay.
So many are relating to what Angel's just said.
Oh, really?
The whole fear of growing old and being dependent.
Okay, and now you have to
Because-
explain to all the people who are listening to us exclusively on the radio,
radio.
what happened, FD.
Recap.
You
No,
can do it,
basically, I think what Angel's biggest worry is being dependent on people, not being able to fend for herself because you are currently so independent.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
An independent person having to give up their independence not by choice.
And being
Or is it by
dependent.
choice, Jerry?
Today we've just switched it around and say we can do certain things by choice. So that's Angel's homework because she has done so many other things. So she has changed her diet. She has quit smoking. She drinks moderately. You know, she looks after herself. She is very cautious what kind of chemicals she puts in her body. You know, so she's made all these changes over the years and her body is getting stronger and stronger and she's getting more and more gorgeous over the years. And I think at some point we need to understand that change, it will happen. And there might be certain things that we need to accept, you know, and for us to look at it and say, what can we permit ourselves to accept rather than being forced into something. So yesterday I had a case and, you know, I was talking to her and I realized the language that was being used was very negative. So we were looking at self-care and she was talking about, oh, yes, I know I need to learn how to be in the quiet. I need to, accept, or what did she say? Or to slow down, okay? And her words were, I'm forced to have the quiet. Because she's a very productive person. She is on the go all the time. She says, I'm forced to have the quiet. And I stopped her for that, in that moment and say, but you said you want to be quiet or be in the quiet, but now you say you're forced. So when she was alerted, or the awareness was created, and she realized, oh, I didn't realize that I used the word forced. And forced has a negative connotation, you know. So now she has to make that decision whether she wants the quiet or she doesn't want the quiet. Is there another way to do certain things?
What is this quiet again? As in, like, as quiet time for her. Is that what you're saying?
Quiet, as in to slow down, to pace herself, you know, because the work has been, you know, just really a lot of things, just really intense. The personal life very intense, and she was just on the go all the time, which created a lot of lethargy and exhaustion. Yeah. And she says, she articulates, I know. I need to learn how to slow down. I need to pace myself. I need to learn how to be in the quiet.
Yeah.
So it's to prevent burnout, right? Basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you mentioned forced to be quiet, I was thinking about A Quiet
No,
Place.
not
movie.
being silent. Yeah. Just to quieten the brain.
The mind, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and also changing the tone of the language from forced to want. That she
so-
says she wants to be quiet, no longer forced to.
I didn't change her language. I just alerted her to the word forced.
That she was using, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what my answer is for you already. I've done my homework in my head. I I don't mind depending on someone for physical stuff, but I don't want to lose my mental state.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to lose my brain power as I get older.
Yeah, you mean like dementia?
Dementia, Alzheimer's,
Right.
anything like that.
Speaking of dementia and Alzheimer's, very, very soon we'll be working with the people at Dementia Singapore. And,
Wow.
and we'll be having people who have family members who have been stricken with dementia or, Alzheimer's or, and getting them to share their experiences.
Yeah.
As I said, we'll be working with them very, very closely. So we'll get to know this condition
about it,
a
yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're speaking to Dr. Geraldine Tan right here on 1FM 91.3. Here's Queen. Yeah. Do you work with the people at Dementia Singapore?
Nope, I don't. Yeah, so geriatric is a space that I haven't really dipped my toes into yet.
Okay. I think they need some funding as well. A lot of these organizations.
They do.
They need because
do.
they have so many people who depend on them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we'll see. It's happening next month. We're going to be working very closely with them for about half a year. I think it'll be a good opportunity for people who maybe want to know the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yeah. And how
Let's
to
go
cope
with it. If that is a topic that we want to talk about, we can do it.
It's such a hard thing to imagine, though, because we watch all these movies and all that, like The Notebook and things like that about people with Alzheimer's and dementia. And I can't imagine living with someone who has that, who has no memory of who you are, and I'm sure it extends way beyond that. But not knowing where they are every other minute, and it sounds so hard to cope with.
Yeah, so the caregiver support needs to be really strong for them. Yeah, because the caregiver tends to burn out.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I'm sure.
And if the caregiver is a family member, even worse, right? Because family members can't detach themselves.
Yeah.
Hired caregivers can.
Yeah.
But family members can't. So that must be quite difficult. Looking forward to that.
Yeah,
For sure.
quite difficult. I think it's so tough. Huh?
Yeah.
It's scary, when you think about it sometimes,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes caregivers shouldn't take it all on their own shoulders.
Yeah.
If they need someone like Dr. Jerry to help them, they should see someone like Dr. Jerry.
Yeah. But if you tuned
It's
in right
important.
now, you're watching us and you've got a family member who's in that situation. Wow.
Feel for you.
More power to you.
Yeah.
Stay
We're
strong.
thinking about you.
Yeah.
Please stay strong. Because
Yep.
we can't imagine
No.
how difficult it is.
Yep, giving them strength.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Strength.
That went sad really quickly. Like,
We
really
can go
sad.
back to you.
No, don't come back to me. I'm finished. I'm done. I did my homework already.
Some of our 1FM listeners right now, if you've got any questions,
At all.
for Jerry, now's the time to submit your questions.
Well, it's interesting. We've got a lot of people who have come across and they really their minds sort of got in sync with Angel when she talked about the whole growing old and being dependent. It's a big worry for a lot of our listeners. Dementia, death are big worries that they're talking about. Mal says, I completely understand how Angel feels about being old. And she then goes on to say, which is why euthanasia exists.
Oh,
But
my.
not, is
which
it
is-
here? Is it legal
I
here?
don't even
No.
think it's
I don't think it
legal
is,
here.
right? It's not legal here. Yeah.
I don't think
No.
It's illegal in many, many countries.
It is,
It is.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Well,
is.
let's bring us back to the here and now. So many of
Okay.
our listeners are hale and hearty and, have a lot of energy. And like Angel, are doing a lot of things to help themselves at this point in time. So if I just look at this point in time, what can we do? So I'm throwing it out there for all the listeners to think about it, right? At this point, so we can sit and we can worry about a future that has not come.
That's true.
Or we can sit and we say, now what are the choices that we can make? And I love the fact that FD says, never give up the child in you, and so I always say, have fun. And one of the things, throughout the whole COVID and everything, right? We have to wear the masks, and we still have to continue to wear the mask. And guess what I found?
A mask.
Guess what is this?
A
Guess
mask.
what is
A baby mask.
A baby mask.
Holder?
No.
I will turn it around.
It's sweets. Yeah.
A lollipop.
What?
Yes. Yes.
What
I
is it?
saw this in the supermarket 2 days ago.
Candy?
Oh
Yes.
my.
It's candy.
Oh, candy.
I thought it was like a crystal deodorant stick.
Yeah.
No, it looks like, but I thought it was so cute.
Yes,
So
yes.
I got it for my team today. So I know some of them are listening in, and I already spoke the surprise. It's okay. I got it for them because it's so cute.
Where do you get it
know?
from, though?
Supermarkets.
Supermarket.
I saw it at Prime.
Oh.
I saw it
Right,
in
okay.
Prime.
It's got different flavors and all that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not endorsed by the Dental Association.
No, I don't think
Constantly having that lollipop in your mouth.
I honestly doubt that we are going to finish such a huge.
No.
I don't think those are HSA approved either.
No,
It's just-
no.
They put the whole thing in
No,
the
but
mouth.
it's so cute. My little girl noticed the sides
The
that you
loops.
can actually hook your
Loops.
mask onto and then just put on.
It's very cute.
Stand by.
Crazy,
We're
eh?
going back on air for our last
Okay,
set.
stand by. We have Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room with us. And what a fantastic session we've had with you today. I
Very
say session
surprising.
because all of us feel like you've helped us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to say, thank you for opening my
Oh,
eyes,
it's so
Jerry.
much fun.
Yeah,
I'm going to
thank you.
put a disclaimer though. Please don't think that all psychologists only do 3 wishes. We do more than that, but I thought I wanted to let everyone have a sneak peek into what we do. And it's not as scary as many people think therapy is.
Yeah.
And it can be for anyone and everyone. The whole idea is 3 things: relook, redefine, and renew.
And I feel we all have the answers within us. That
Yes.
we just either have not realized it, or have not spoken it, or don't want to admit it.
I think we're just too busy worrying about it.
Yeah.
And that's why you see, I mean, we need people like Dr. Geraldine Tan. You know what I mean? This talk therapy helps.
I'll tell you what
But that's the stigma, you see, that goes with seeing a
Therapist,
psychologist
yeah.
or seeing
Yeah.
a psychiatrist.
Yeah. What's
That's
wrong
the
with you?
problem. Yeah.
No, and there shouldn't be, because I'll tell you, Jerry, the one thing that's happened to me this morning, having taken that very short journey about my retirement and my fears, is I'm calmer.
You're not so
I
afraid anymore.
feel
Wow.
calmer.
You're calmer chameleon.
I'm calmer. Yeah, but no, I literally feel calmer.
Because you have all the answers.
And something I never thought I did
You
have.
did.
Talk therapy.
I'm
you
looking
see.
forward to your
Therapy.
book.
Yeah,
I will buy it.
There are some people who will not look forward to my book. Though.
No. I know. I'm gonna be.
Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna be in your good books.
What photo?
What is that?
You holding up a photo?
So this is done. This is
Stones.
taken by a client, and I almost forgot because when you talked about depending on people, she took it in a photo competition, and it's called "Lean on Me." And we always need people to lean on. So it's in my office, and she gifted it to me after her photo competition.
Oh, beautiful.
I thought this was
Very
taken
nice.
at Don Don Donkey. The the sweet potato.
Stop it, Glenn.
Japanese sweet
They
potato.
look like little avocados as well.
Oh.
These
think
are
that's brilliant.
pebbles.
They're pebbles.
Pebbles,
yeah.
Right.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
And I'm gonna leave everyone. I'm so glad that we had such a joyful session today.
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
And I'm gonna leave everyone with another craft that one of my psychologists did for me because I love this quote: "Be a rainbow on somebody's cloud."
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Love it.
What does that mean, actually?
Be the silver lining.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Another way of saying
There
it.
you
Yes.
go. Be the silver
You're
lining.
so cute, lah, yo. Yes. And therapy is like that. We want to bring hope. We want to uplift people.
Yeah.
And you've uplifted us.
You've
Thank
done
you
it,
so
Jerry.
much.
Well done.
Thank
Achievement
you.
unlocked.
Thank you so much. You know, I think everyone who's listening in right now, who's feeling a little heavy-hearted for some reason, you know, because maybe it's COVID or whatever, maybe a family issue, should go for talk therapy. You know, don't hold back, because if you're starting to feel worse on a daily basis, then you need to talk to someone. And
yeah.
sometimes talking to your friend is not enough.
Yeah.
You need to talk
True.
to a professional.
Too true.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jerry, for joining us once again. Always a pleasure.
I had so much fun. Thank you for being such sports today.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks, Dr. Jerry. See you
Bye-bye.
next week.